It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine.
Would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like you, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play because I play them too, baby. Here we go again. Covers here and we're in effect. Want you to push it back. Cooling by day, been at night, working up a sweat. Let's go show the guys that we know how to become number one in the hot body show. Now push it. This one goes out to my love. This one goes out to the one I've left behind.
Oh, honestly, there's nothing funny about men in wigs.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down. I'm going to click that straight away. As soon as this goes live, I'll be clicking thumbs down.
Hello.
Ho ho ho!
Oh ho ho. Ha ha ha.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to slightly Christmassy Isolation Creation Towers.
Welcome to one of the safest Christmas parties in the country.
Yeah. We're in our own little bubble.
Yes,
and,
everybody's in their little bubbles at home.
Oh yeah. Well, let's. I'm so annoyed, but we're not going into politics.
No. No, none of that here.
Let's say hello to people. Zoot Slayer, Sandra Brown, Dave in South Carolina. We've got Karen Avery from Ontario, Canada. Heather Dowling. Heather, it's your first time.
Welcome to the party.
Joanne Gray from freezing Northumberland, just up north from us. Vad from Vancouver is a paramedic, so he's had to go to work and save lives. We are saving lives in our own little way by wearing these hats. Chris Jones from South London. Linda LaHughes and Jane, the yoga guru, are in. My cousins.
Nana stays.
Nana stays. Pauline Grant, Karen, Chuck Trow. Chuck, welcome.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing, Chuck?
Hey, Chuck. Aljax Johnson. Jason Darcy is in. He's on the door.
Oh, she's in. She's at the door.
Yeah, she's got the list. She's our bouncer for the evening. Cy Slimbo. We've not seen your name before, Sly. Are you a newbie? Andreas Ubenhorst, whose calendar has arrived this week. Brad is in. Coral Daft is in. Who else is in? Ian Allardyce, Daniel Harding, Dan and Mark in Milton Keynes. Charlene is here. I think that's Charlie. Charlie who got us the mugs, I think.
Oh, Charlie.
Aha! Charlie with 3 cats called Brenda. Which
You tell me the real
I'm
names.
obsessed. Oh, are they not all called
No.
Brenda? I was delighted that they were all called Brenda.
I can remember the oldest one, Opal. The oldest.
Let's head over to Facebook and see who's in this side.
Sam Smith, he was the first at the door. Just let him in. Lovely Mark. Good evening, Mark. Mark sent us a lovely card this week. Thank you, Mark. Martin, Caroline, Rain, Nicola and Bray are in the house.
Nicola and Brave had a power cut.
Oh,
They've
sure.
got to put 20p in the meter.
Put it in and get back online. My brother Michael's in the house. Paul, you just said that you're just getting over COVID.
Oh, Paul.
That's good news, and you're feeling a lot better. Good. We'll wear a tonic for you this evening, Paul. Don't worry. Melanie,
Caroline.
Oh, yeah, Caroline. Sorry.
Bray is in.
Bray.
Bray we
Cindy.
mentioned.
Cindy's saying woohoo. Happy hump day all.
Yeah, we're hump day, middle of the week. Lisa Driscoll is in. Alex Clark is in. Alex and his partner, who forever shall be known as High Street from now on.
Yeah.
Angela is in. Mark Hall is in. Joel William is in.
Oh, the in-laws are in.
My in-laws are in with my sister-in-law Marcia.
Oh yes, having a little party, aren't they?
Yeah. They're looking after Marcia because she had an accident. So lots of love to Marcia, and also my cousins. Lots of love to you two. We've had lots of family stuff going on recently, so there's love going out.
And love to the
all
in-laws
of
as
my
well.
family. And love to Alan's family, of course, as well.
Only one of them's in. Charlotte Dalgano Baki. Oh, that sounds an exotic name. Jason Rigby. Hello, Jason. Steve. Andy McDonald and Dame Sue Neal is in the house.
There's loads of names.
Nicholas Campbell, Cindy, Rain. I must be going to repeat people's
Sar
names.
Wins, Andrew Duffy, Amanda Robinson, Sally Lockwood.
Nicola's just popped. Oh, she's tripped the electricity, but they're back in. They love our Christmas hats.
Anyone over here?
Alex Clark.
Oh, Brad. So Brad, who's joined us, is another paramedic, and Brad is from Perth. And I think, is that Perth, Australia, or Perth in Scotland? If it's Australia, you get
very
bonus
early,
points
isn't
because
it?
it's like the middle of the night.
Middle of the night.
Zoot Slayer says, power cut tonight, nappies and wipes 9 months later.
Oh, power cuts everywhere, aren't they?
They're mother and son, Zoot. None of that business. Phil Hodgson is in, and Vivian Fernandez from the USA.
And James Fabian has just popped through the door.
From all the way from
Cincinnati, Ohio. What a long way to come to a party.
Any Americans, we do apologise for our American accents.
Yeah, it's crap.
As actors, we are actually quite good at accents, but we play them up on here. Brad is from Perth, Australia, so bonus points, Brad.
It's early.
And we've got Dadvice, kidney health coach, is here from Ohio. Dale Ibbotson. Dale!
Oh, Dale's off. Are you in Panto yet, Dale?
Oh, no, he isn't.
Oh, yes, he is.
Dale's in Panto here in Scarborough. So we don't know what he's doing here. Maybe it's interval, or maybe it's not opened.
It should have opened by now, shouldn't it? Yeah.
High Street's here as well. So High Street's in on his own.
Colette Francine Clutterham's in. And Rachel.
And
Rachel's
Jane is here, and it's a night off for Dale from Panto. Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it was.
So tonight...
We thought we'd get into the Christmas spirit. I know it's like a couple of weeks away yet, but, Christmas starts in October now, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, we haven't got our tree up at all. We've got that little arty tree that I pop up in my office, but we haven't got our proper tree up.
No, we're late this year, aren't we? Been a bit busy this week, doing the odd things.
Doing Amy Turtle.
Yeah.
That took a while. And then I've just got a big gig in for work, which I'm delighted about. I pitched for some work and I got that job. So that means I'll be really busy over Christmas doing stuff, but that's fun.
And hello to Alan Sarbot King, who's just joined us.
So tonight we're going to talk about Christmas telly. So next week we're going to talk about Christmas, like the Christmas from our childhood, the Christmas, from the 80s, 90s, 70s. Today we're talking about Christmas TV. As always, the first question that often rears its head is, what are we drinking?
Somebody wants to see your blouse as well.
So I'm drinking, look how butch this drink is. I'm drinking rose beer. So it's like a fruity beer.
And I'm on the oldie.
This way.
I'm really bad with left and right. Is this backwards?
No, that's all right.
The Alska Winter Spice Cider. So there's a bit of apple, a bit of cinnamon, a bit of winter spice.
Jane is in. So Jane, my cousin, is now chatting to me on Facebook. Lucy, my cousin, is chatting to me on YouTube. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, I'm going to stand up.
So you can show the... And what's this one called?
It's Hieronymus Bosch.
Has it got a title?
No, I'm not sure. Someone might know.
Is it chaotic with demons and devils?
Yeah, there's a bit of devil stuff going on this arm, a bit of hell on that arm, and I think a bit of heaven maybe on this arm and this.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in the nuddy.
Yeah, there is. There's lots of little funny stuff going on if you look carefully.
A few little cherubs.
So Christmas TV. Oh, Michael says, not like you to get the tree up early. We haven't got the tree up yet.
Not yet.
Well, I think we had our tree. How Facebook kind of reminds you of like your whole life for the last 10 years. We had our tree up by now, the last 2 years running. Often I'm working away, and I'd come home and Alan had like Christmas-ified the house. But yeah, not this year.
I mean, if you have it up too long, it gathers dust, doesn't it? It's a dust gatherer.
He
wouldn't bother. He wouldn't bother.
This is nice though.
He'd project a photo of a tree on the wall. He would.
I saw someone painting a tree on a wall recently. Thought that's a nice idea. Paint it and then paint over it.
Or glue like 5 coat hangers together and stick baubles on that.
Talking of which,
Old John and Peter.
Hang on a sec, I'm just doing a rather an important job here, because there are only 4 Blue Peters before Christmas Day. So, on Blue Peter, we light our Advent crown on our 4 programmes before Christmas.
Well, now we've lit the 4th candle on our Advent crown and got all our Christmas decorations and cards
Up in the studio, well, we're all feeling really Christmassy.
Yes, it won't be long now.
So we'll see you again on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Is it just me, or does that look like... Always fills me with a bit of dread.
it does. I want to know, did anyone ever make an Advent crown from Blue Peter? Did anyone ever make it?
I made one last year for our photo. Do you remember?
Yeah, but we never... Did anyone ever make one as a child and then light it sort of every week? It was... They used to say those little crying boy pictures and crying girl pictures caused house fires, but I think it was just Advent crowns.
And chip hands.
Did anyone make one? Let us know if you ever made an Advent crown.
And if you did it go wrong?
Yeah, fire hazard. I think we are unanimously sure that was a fire hazard. So we're going to talk about Christmas telly. So we're going to talk about what we remember. But of course, it's not just us and our opinions. We would love to hear your opinions of what you remember from Christmas TV past. What were the sort of things you looked forward to? But also, we have the opinions of our Giggle boxers. So let's hand over to them.
Well, it's Christmas time again, approaching.
It is. Do you know what? I don't feel remotely Christmassy this year.
Oh, I do. I love the festive period.
I think it's just because of all the the news and the pandemic and travel restrictions.
Well, I think we should make the most of it, enjoy ourselves while we can.
I suppose so, yes. Have you had a couple of pricks already?
Yes, I went to my 3rd.
You're awaiting your 3rd, yes. Myself too.
I've had that many pricks, it's painless now, isn't it?
Sherry, I don't know if you've noticed, But the camera crew are back here.
Oh, gee.
So today we're going to be talking about Christmas telly and Christmas films. Well, as you know, I don't really watch much television. I might listen to the radio on Christmas Day. Radio 4, my lovely friend Kate Botley might be on.
So you're looking forward to it all?
Well, do you know what? I was flipping through the bumper edition of the Radio Times. Yeah. I'm not best pleased. I mean, what do you watch at Christmas?
One film only. It's about, I think he reads the news and then he becomes a really, really tall elf. Really funny.
I looked and there's nothing on television which tickles my fancy.
Well, it's all repeats, isn't it? Now they repeat everything.
Well, I wouldn't mind all the repeats, you know, if they were of the 70s shows. Do you remember the glorious 70s?
Yes.
There would be Christmas specials that we would look forward to.
I think you might be thinking of two different movies.
And I watch it loads, even on my birthday. Not just Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I've got all the movies planned out for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, what are you going to watch?
Black Christmas, Red Christmas, You Better Watch Out, and Silent Night, Deadly Night.
So you're going to watch a lot of horror movies?
Oh, yeah, I like to be scared at Christmas. I love to be scared stiff at Christmas.
I bet you do.
No, I'm watching Pantomime that day.
On the television?
Yeah. Jim Davidson's Mucky Panto.
Debtor and Son, Are You Being Served?
Cinderella with an S.
No, Pussy in Boots. All right, lad.
All those wonderful characters, they had lovely, lovely, lovely little catchphrases, didn't they?
Oh boy, I want an Emperor burger.
There's nothing I want to watch this year. Do you know what? One of the highlights on BBC One is David Tennant in Around the World in 80 Days.
Oh, you're joking.
Does it have like a bit in the middle where there's loads of names sort of come up on the screen and then another big word appears?
Yeah, might do.
I think your mum might have bought you like a DVD double box set. I think she means Elf and Anchorman.
So we're there with a box of Thorntons, getting pissed and having a laugh, unlike some. I think that should be stuck with Michael Palin. He's good at it.
No, like the old, you know, based on the actual old book. But
Oh, God.
Who's this then? Get me a drinking, Boise.
Oh, Rodney.
No, it's Sue Holderness.
Wonderful Sue Holderness.
oh, it's a wonderful time of the year. And what Christmas songs do you love? I love, of course, Hark the Herald Angels Sings, belting that out, or something more gentle like Away in a Manger.
If you're gonna go away, you better not say that. Stay now, stay now.
Okay, Marlene.
Oh dear, John Chalice.
Well, we've lost him this year. We love you, John.
I don't care for much for Christmas. Dear, we want to win more. I don't want the presents under my bloody church door.
The last thing we need right now with COVID and all the travel restrictions is to see Tennant mooching around the whole world, willy-nilly, without a care in the world for himself or anyone else.
I am your sexy Santa slut. Now, what are you going to put in my stockings this year, you dirty boy? Oh, yes. Chocolate money. Chocolate money. Yes. Yes, some nice jewellery would be nice.
He should have stuck to that Doctor Who.
Oh,
I don't watch that.
well, there's a Doctor Who now, and Doctor Who, of course, Christmas special will be on. However, the Christmas special this year, it's a trilogy to say goodbye to Jodie Whittaker.
Oh.
Captain Peacock, if I'm not home for my Christmas dinner, my pussy will climb the curtains.
Do you know when the next episode is?
No.
Easter. Do you know when the final is?
No.
Next autumn.
Bloody, I like it. She's string along, doesn't it?
Oh, I'll have forgotten what happens by then if I can bear to watch it.
How about £10 payable by the little slot on your computer screen? Yes. Oh, he's there. He's hit it. Hit the jackpot. Thank you, big lad. Bye. Oh, that's 20 quid made in 2 minutes.
I like that chubby brown one. Alice? Who the f***'s Alice?
Do you think that's a Christmas song?
Where's he getting this number from?
Oh, a little advert put out.
All right, well, fair's fair.
Oh, them girls.
Girls. So that's, well, there we are. That's their take on telly. Yeah, Christmas telly this year's rubbish, isn't it?
It always is, isn't it? I was looking online the other day, and somebody put a list of all the programmes that's going to be on, and they had put in the brackets in orange letters "repeat."
And most of it was
Most of it
repeats.
was repeat, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing. I looked and there's there is this David Tennant Round the World in 80 Days, but that's all right if you like David Tennant. But I don't like David
You
Tennant.
don't like Tennant, do you? Do you?
No, I think David Tennant looks like, you know, when you were young, when you were at primary school, and you'd maybe find sometimes a dead baby bird on the pavement that had fallen out of a tree, that its eyes hadn't opened yet or feathers developed. I think David Tennant looks a little bit like a dead baby bird.
When the eyes like blue underneath the
Yeah,
skin.
blue and bulbous, little spiky feathers.
Yeah.
That's on. There is a Call the Midwife special, and I think someone asked, I think it might have been Heather, have we done a Call the Midwife special yet? We've done a photograph of Call the Midwife. So if you join our Facebook group or Instagram, you can look back and see Call the Midwife.
But we've not done a video, have we?
We've not done a video. As it Call the Midwife might pop up in our calendar as well. So if you've not bought our calendar, that is of course still for sale. The link is down at the bottom of the page.
Cindy said that Christmas is a great time to watch all the royal families.
Oh, yeah. It's a good time to like binge on stuff.
They made some great Christmas specials, didn't they?
Yeah, loved the royal family.
Yeah.
Loved it so much. We did a video of the royal family, if anyone hasn't seen it yet. It's one of our favourites. The show.
They all did Christmas specials in the day, didn't they? All the comedies.
Yeah, there's nothing. Well, I don't know what there is this year. There's a Ghosts Christmas special. I kind of like Ghosts, so we'll watch that. Mrs. Brown.
Everybody does Christmas specials now, don't they? Big 9 out of 10 cats or whatever. They
8 out of 10 cats.
Or whatever.
There'll be
Big countdown Christmas special. There'll be.
Yeah, how many times do you think we'll see Judy Love on television over Christmas? I'm pretty sure we should have like a Judy Love
A drinking game,
and I think we'd be lollied by the end of Christmas because her agent is working really hard for her right now. So she'll
before
be,
people forget her.
She'll be all over the place right now. She is popping up quite a lot on telly. Now, when you got your TV times or your radio times at Christmas, you had to get both of them because you could only get BBC and BBC Two with the radio times. And then ITV and Channel 4 were in the TV times.
And you had to order it.
4 channels.
You had to order it because of it.
I don't think we ever ordered it.
Oh, here we go. Was it delivered?
No, I don't think so. I think we'd go
straight from the printers.
No, I think we'd go to the newsagent and get it.
No, because ours would run out. You had to order it.
Not in a little place like Formby.
Enough to go round.
They'd have enough to go round.
Yeah, we used to have to order ours, otherwise you're left out.
You'd get it, and then you'd get a biro. You'd get it like, I was baby of the family, so I'd get it after everyone else had looked through it. You'd be able to like put a little star next to things you wanted to watch.
Or video. Put a V for video in a circle.
Do you remember when you had to do you remember you had those little codes?
Yeah. Well,
do you remember you had little numbers that you could put in, and then it would program your video for you?
Yeah, but I think my dad used to try doing it, but he used to press the wrong digits. We'd want like a horror movie, and we'd get gardener's time or something.
Then you always had to put like an extra 2 minutes at the start and an extra like 5 minutes at the end, so you made sure you got the whole thing.
If the program before overran, it all went kaput.
All went off. Yeah, definitely. Like if anyone's recording anything tonight with Boris's news conference, you're out of luck. It's all gone to pot. Jason Darcy says Judy Love is the new Rylan. Yeah, Judy, she is. She's muscling in for Rylan's
Oh, do you think
crown.
she's appearing everywhere until she gets like a proper job?
Well, has she got a proper job?
No, I mean like a proper TV job.
She's one of the loose women.
Oh, isn't that a proper TV job for her?
Well, I think so, but she wants as much as possible. Apparently, the loose women get, I think, $3,000 an episode, maybe $5,000 an episode.
And I've noticed that Charity Shop Sue's appearing in little bits of things now.
Yeah, Charity Shop.
And I'm wondering, is she going to be on BBC Three?
Yeah. Oh, BBC Three's coming back next year as well as a proper channel.
I've got a feeling they're gearing up. She might have her own programme.
Why don't they think like a pair of late 40s greying overweight men would be ideal for BBC Three?
This time, don't worry.
Bring in the masses. Andrew Gunn says my butler most probably got the Radio Times for me.
Oh yeah, he did, yeah. And Reddit too, yeah.
I don't know if my best friend Caroline, if she is in. I don't think she's in tonight. But her mum had a Radio Times folder.
Like a leatherette one.
No, again, yes, but it was like covered in, what's the word? Covered.
Leatherette.
No, it was covered in the same fabric as the sofas, the poof, and the curtains.
Oh, she made it.
I think all got it made, but
Was it?
everything was like this really like flowery.
So I know you could get like leatherette video cases that you could put on a shelf. And
Yeah, they look like books.
Yeah.
So your videos look posh.
Yeah.
But you get your Radio Times, you circle things. Not everyone needs the pen and the Radio Times, because some people have it all stored up here. And this person who has it all stored up here is one of Alan's kind of TV.
I am obsessed. If any of you in the world have the documentary they made about losing weight with Lorraine Kelly on VHS or whatever, please let me know and send me a copy.
Let's watch them. We'll talk about her later.
What time was that programme to do with, what do you call it? I watched me programme, I like me old programmes. Emmerdale, Corrie, this morning, Home and Away, Countdown, Deal or No Deal. That's from 7 o'clock right the way through. On the buses, news, Emmerdale, Corrie, EastEnders, Corrie. That's right through till 9 o'clock. Tuesdays it's just Emmerdale and EastEnders and football if there is any. Wednesdays it's just Emmerdale and football, and they watch the programmes they recorded. Thursday night is the biggest night of the lot. That's Emmerdale, EastEnders, Emmerdale, Corrie, and then it's the Bill, and then we watch Katie Reid, and then after that we watch Celebrity Juice, and that takes you right through till Tellingham. And Fridays it's Emmerdale, Corrie, EastEnders and Corrie. Saturday soccer, match of the day, EastEnders. On the buses when they put on as a repeat. In the olden days, they used to have to make do with the portable radios, and that was it. I was alive when we had black and white television, so the coloured televisions and televisions of today is luxury.
See, it's all in her head. All the listings, how she jumps from one channel to the other throughout the day.
So there's these two daughters who auditioned for the X Factor wearing wedding dresses.
Only one did.
One wore a wedding dress, one wore a ball gown. And you know what the X Factor used to be like? It was kind of like a really weird modern day freak show, and it would sort of just take the piss out of people. Obviously, they got called up because the mum and dad were funny, the daughters were overweight. Let's laugh at them. Anyway, that happened on the X Factor, but they kind of made a fortune out of it. Not a fortune, but made a career out of, we're going to be TV personalities, fodder. And Lorraine Kelly did a whole show with them where she tried to get them to lose weight, and it was a constant battle between them and their kind of laziness, and it was a little bit patronising TV, to be honest, but it's full of gems, isn't it?
It's amazing because they lie and say, oh, we eat salad and lettuce. And they don't. They eat turkey Twizzlers and chocolate oranges. And
they're also in. So if Lucy's in, Lucy Linda LeHughes, they're in the first ever, I think, Neighbours from Hell.
Yeah.
So they pop up on loads of Channel 5 shows.
They keep getting evicted for being. Well, they fight. They make a lot of noise, and Jenny the dog, she causes havoc as well by pooping everywhere.
But the mum, every night, I think it's every night, opens a chocolate orange by banging it on the wall to the neighbours. So she whacks it on the wall so it splits open so she can eat a chocolate orange whilst watching.
I'm not sure whether she's still with them because she walked out on them. She walked out with them and moved into a little flat.
What, the mum?
Yeah, they were all on Jeremy Kyle.
But see, they pop up everywhere. So they've become kind of a little obsession of ours because you can't find the programmes anywhere. You can just find little clips of it like that on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, they could have a programme every week and we'd watch it, wouldn't we?
Yeah, well, you would. I think I'd get a bit...
you wouldn't, you'd love it.
Fed up of them. She farts a lot, the mum, as well, doesn't she? She's walking up the stairs,
yeah.
She and they film it and they show it. I mean, that shows you what it's like. But Channel 5... if you like Neighbours from Hell, what else is on Channel 5 that's hilarious?
Like the Bargain Brits Abroad.
Brits Abroad.
How to Survive on Dole Money. All that. It's all... They make programmes out of everything, don't they?
Yeah. But the Chawners, yeah, if you ever find the Chawners on a video, VHS somewhere, send it our way because he'd love it. We only found out about them about 5 years ago, didn't we?
I did. And then the programme that they were on, the Lorraine Kelly, I managed to watch the last one.
Oh, really? When it was on actual telly?
I was like,
no.
Mr. used to put it on every morning.
Oh, it was on like the Bio channel or some weird TV channel.
I wrote to a company once and said, are you ever going to repeat it? And they said, oh, you can buy it. I said, oh, really? They said, oh, yeah, for your TV channel, if you own TV channel, we'll sell it to you for like 80 grand. I was like, I didn't want it on a little disc, free.
My friend used to work at the BBC archive, and this is before like any YouTube was on, and she'd get us some really good stuff, wouldn't she?
Cheeky toe.
Yeah, we got 3 salons by the seaside from her before you could find it on YouTube or anything like that. It's amazing. Like, if you've never seen that, that's a documentary to look
that's
out
on
for.
YouTube.
It's amazing. What's next on our little list of things? So TV specials. There were, of course, like every show would do the TV special. Steptoe and Ton, Christmas. Are You Being Served, Christmas. Of course, Only Fools and Horses, Christmas special was always like a big movie, wasn't it? But back in the 70s, what they would do is like put all the TV shows together and create these weird kind of Christmas specials. I think most of them were live. This is a little clip that was doing the rounds recently on Twitter. And for any of you who saw our video this weekend, you'll recognise one of these faces.
It's Snack Alice.
Did anybody ask for any refreshment?
Why, Meg Richardson from Crossroads.
Right.
Well... Meg, do you think I could book a room tonight?
And that, dear, you'll have to lock that door.
Oh.
Well, look, I brought some goodies to keep you going. Your orders will be over in a minute in the large van, so help yourselves, everybody. Would you like a little bit of crumpet? Anyone?
Happy cat of killing.
This is for you, Mr. Grayson.
What is it?
A fairy cake.
Oh. The best up with ever on, wouldn't I? No.
Well, now, look, we're all having a party here, so look, why don't we all join in? What about the audience joining in a song with us, will you? Yeah! Right, here we go, Johnny, then. Let's have Jingle Bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on the one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh.
Now that's all the show from here at ATV. Now we're going to get lit up around the Christmas tree. Now we've got to go. Must get on that coach.
Goodbye, dears. Enjoy yourself. Sure he's got my brooch.
Oh, bloody love it. Oh, I love it. I don't think, I'm not sure the sandwiches were meant to be eaten, were they?
I bet they were.
Peggy Mount was knocking
Peggy
them
Mount
back.
was singing with the sandwich in her mouth. There's a message come up here. Who was it? Cy Slimbo cheerfully says they're all dead now. I think are they all, everyone most
probably, yeah.
Lionel Blair was on the back row. Terry Wogan.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who else was on the back row. There was another guy that was quite tall. And of course, Noel Gordon and Amy Turtle, who featured in our video.
Amy looked odd because she was all glammed up.
Yeah. Well, you say she was really glammed, didn't you?
Well, I read somewhere, and it was from one of the cast, that when they were filming Amy's scenes, the crew had to say, "Stop, Amy, can you start taking all your rings off?" And they had to wait for ages for her to take all her jewellery off.
She was all blinged up.
Yeah.
She was like Mr. T.
But, yeah, because normally she's sort of like sour-faced and not made up at all, but she was all glitzy there, wasn't she?
Someone's asking, was Fred West in the cowboy hat?
No, that was Leslie Crowther, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I can't remember
Leslie
who was
Crowther?
in the cowboy hat. Peggy Mount was there on the front.
Yeah, and there's some nurses. Linda Bellingham was there, I think, dressed as a nurse.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
dressed as Nurse Gladys? Oh no, that's not Linda Bellingham, is it?
No, that's
Linda Barron. No Melindas.
Yeah, that was Jamie actually bought that for me last year for Christmas. It's called like the ATV Christmas Special Party. So
I love any program like that where they are shots of the audience. I freeze frame shots of audience just to look at all the different people.
The coaches are all women they get in.
Yeah, and then we decide what their little stories are.
They put the little elastic hats on. They used to do it for Bullseye.
Because they'll all be from like a factory or something.
Oh yeah,
on a little day trip. Joanne Gray here recommends trawling through YouTube, finding Christmas specials from the 70s. Yeah, it's full of them now, isn't it?
Martin Garner Spencer's. Have you seen Noel singing "We Need a Little Christmas"?
Oh yeah, we have. I haven't got it on my buttons now, but we played it on one of our other programs, and it might pop up. All the big names of ATV. The audience adored Noel Gordon. All the big names. Let's have a look. So I'm going to show you some stars, telly stars. Here we go. If you can name the telly stars, write them in. I kind of know most of them, but you can write them in if you guess them. This is the TV stars of BBC saying Happy Christmas.
Put it there! Christmas on BBC One.
A Merry Christmas from me.
And a Happy New Year from him.
Happy Christmas, everybody!
Merry Christmas. A very happy Christmas to everyone, everywhere.
And greetings from tomorrow's world.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Hi-de-hi!
Happy Christmas.
Hello, and a happy Christmas.
Dynamite Christmas and a jolly New Year and all sort of festive things.
Happy holidays from all of us on MASH.
Oh, happy Christmas, one and all. Happy Christmas.
From all of us to all of you, a very happy Christmas.
Ooh, how did he slip in?
Yeah.
Should have edited it.
They should have cut him out of the... Yeah. Dave in South Carolina said, I can tell you now, you won't know any of them. You'll know MASH, the cast of MASH.
Yeah,
awkwardly saying Happy Holidays.
Yeah, can you say Happy Holidays to all the people in Britain?
So, yeah, there was a bit in the middle there of like loads of people dressed in like tropical outfits. No idea who they are. Everyone else I could guess. Tropical people.
Russ Abbott's Madhouse?
I'm not sure. Maybe they're the Brian Rogers connection. I was always a little bit obsessed with the Brian Rogers connection.
Did you also watch Top of the Pops on Christmas Day? Top of the Pops.
Oh yeah, Top of the Pops on Christmas Day was a great thing, wasn't it? Because it was the best of the year. Oh, lots of people screaming about Savile. Yeah, I forgot he was in there popping up. But he was such a mammoth part of Christmas, wasn't he? On the beat.
Yeah.
Jim's Christmas Day special. It's worrying, isn't it? Because everyone knew all about him.
Oh, and the other one was on a lot when he drew cartoons.
Oh yeah, Rolf.
Anyway, let's change the subject, shall we?
Did you see Doctor Who like nutting someone with his hat?
Did they do like a second take or anything?
My mum met Peter Davidson, Doctor Who, when I was on number 73. And he was in a hotel bar, and she went and chatted to him in a hotel bar. Now, she was like my chaperone, and I was in bed asleep whilst Mrs. Bosley, she went to the hotel bar.
By Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Tweedledum says she's got the same teeth as Maura Stewart. Have you? Isn't she using them?
Green Morons TV, always slightly strange on the Are You Being Served Christmas specials where they break into song. Yeah, the last 5 minutes was always like a big song and dance number, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't there one where they black up?
Yeah, they banned that. You can't. I don't think you can see it unless you've got it on a box set now.
They all do the black and white minstrels. Yeah. In the 70s, terrible what was going on.
I think now when they repeat things, they've hacked at it and got rid of segments. So you'll find you'll find some are shorter than they used to be.
Coral Daff said Peter Davidson is David Tennant's father-in-law. Yeah, with Samuel Dickinson. Their daughter Georgia Moffat.
Yeah.
No, I might be wrong with that surname.
Bray's asking us who's your favourite Doctor Who.
Mine is Peter Davidson, I guess, because that's when I was kind of at prime Doctor Who age. But Christopher Eccleston, I love Christopher Eccleston as an actor. and I thought he was great at Doctor Who because he kind of reimagined it. And
I think Tom Baker was mine when I was growing up with his jelly babies and long scarf. But then I was really impressed with Eccleston again.
Yeah,
I like the bloke. Yeah, he's really good. He's a good egg.
He was good, and Billie Piper was in it, and she was great. A friend of ours produced it. In fact, brought it back. Yeah, it was just great. It was like because it was reimagined. It was really like nice human story because it was all about Rose and her family.
Yeah, and also because it just come back as well. It was all new again, wasn't it? And
yeah, and then with the second David Tennant series, and then from then on, I kind of dip in and out. But I find some episodes are really good, and some of them are a bit like Tracy Beaker. They feel a bit like kids' TV.
But
as
actors, you're hoping for an audition for that, because as soon as you've got a Doctor Who on your CV,
yeah. Your friend's been in one, hasn't he?
Which one?
My friend's been in one.
Ian.
Yeah, Ian was in.
Yeah, he was in an episode.
Actually, I've had a couple of friends in Doctor Who. My friend Nina is in a Doctor Who, and she still gets like people take photographs, screenshots of her in it, and get her to sign that for like conventions and stuff.
Is that on?
Yeah, I don't know. She didn't know. She gets it all the time.
Emma Ferguson says you need a PhD to follow Doctor Who nowadays.
Oh yeah, it's all like intermingling time travel-y cleverness, and there's like different doctors and different dimensions, and yeah. Not I like sci-fi, but my head hurts.
But I was pleased that when they gave it to Jodie.
Yeah, I thought that was great. Really,
I bet there was a lot of uproar when there was going to be a female Doctor Who. But
there was.
From what I've seen, she's done a really good job, and she's a great actress, cracking actress.
Well, she is leaving now, so there's 3 episodes, Christmas special, and then like Bridget Blockett said, there's then a long wait, another episode, and a long wait, and then
till they found the next one.
Yeah, and then I guess she gets regenerated. I don't know when they'll announce the new one. Most probably next year's Christmas special, I would imagine.
It might be Judy Love.
Judy Love for Doctor Who.
Dr. Judy Love?
Yeah. It most probably will be Judy Love.
Dr. Judith Napier.
What else have I got on my buttons for you?
What's on the plate of treats tonight?
Let's have a little look.
Boxing Day entertainment on BBC One. Some of your favourite stars look at the funny side of Christmas.
We get a lot of drinking at Christmas, and friends come round on Christmas Day.
We get a lot of drinking at Christmas, and the family come round on Boxing Day.
I get a lot of drinking at Christmas, and I don't come round until New Year's Day.
I feel as though I'm on an endless savannah. Herds of angry buffalo are stampeding towards me from every direction, and I am a stranded water beetle with terminal drooping of the left antenna.
I have an extensive collection of video nasties.
How interesting.
Well, it is interesting. It is interesting, as a matter of fact. Because without doubt, the Sound of Music is the nastiest video I've ever seen.
Oh, come, Nurse Gladys Emmanuel. Come in, Mikey. Oh, happy Christmas to you both.
Did you know, for instance, that the modern bra was based on the cantilever?
I've been better off with a child, even.
It's 4 o'clock. That's when nice people have tea. Can't we have a meal off for good behaviour?
Just some of the stars in the funny side of Christmas on Boxing Day at 8:05.
Oh, some classics there.
We both popped up there. Les Dawson and Ronnie Corbett. Dave is saying, who is Judy Love over in the States? She's a comedian. She was on. She's on Loose Women, which is kind of The View. I think it's called The View in the States. And then she was on Strictly Come Dancing this year, which is our Dancing with the Stars. She was on Drag Race as like a personality that popped up, but she's all over British TV.
Good on her though. It's just getting the money in while she can, isn't she?
She is. Dan Phillips has said he stumbled upon our sketches recently. Then he says, anyway, leave the show. I don't know what else to leave. Go. I think he might mean love the show, and it might be a predictive text. Let's have a look. What else we got? Language Timothy.
I forgot that he actually used to hate the mother's cooking, didn't he?
I don't remember. I don't remember Sorry that much.
Yeah, she was a terrible cook. I just really remember from that little sketch.
But My friend Bridget pops up in Sorry, doesn't she?
Well, yeah, he runs off with her, doesn't he? She's
she's in like the last series, maybe, or the last 2 series. She's the person he falls in love with, and she's a pilot or something. Yeah, and they go off in a hot air balloon at the end.
And did she say he was lovely to work with?
Lovely. She was gutted when he died. She was a big friend of his.
I mean, they had some great comedy specials, didn't they? The 2 Ronnies.
Yeah. They were brilliant. They were big, kind of epic things. That was normally Christmas Day night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or Boxing Day night.
Well, them and Morecambe and Wise would sort of perhaps wrestle for that top spot.
Oh, I loved it. Like French and Saunders Christmas special.
Yeah.
Victoria Wood Christmas special.
Stanley Baxter had a Christmas special.
Stanley Baxter had a Christmas special.
BBC One's Christmas package includes Stanley Baxter's Christmas hamper.
Mrs. Arkwright has told me all about her hubby's gallstones, Elsie Allnut has written to me on her sister's shingles, and Henry Kirby has written to me on his mother's leg. Thanks, Henry, but if you don't mind, postcards only, please.
Excuse please, sir. You try a little punch?
Good idea. The Many Faces of Stanley Baxter in Stanley Baxter's Christmas hamper at 9:20 tomorrow on BBC One.
I love all the names like Stanley Baxter's Selection Box, Stanley Baxter's Christmas Cookie Tin.
I used to get you a Stanley Baxter DVD pretty much every year, didn't I?
Yeah, and you got me a Larry Grayson one a few years, which I love. Because they've all got the Christmas specials on, haven't they?
Oh yeah, they were just such a big. Yeah, Linda LaHughes has just said they were just such a big kind of Christmas telly event, and the family would sit round and watch it, which doesn't happen anymore because everyone's streaming or everyone goes off to their rooms.
And they weren't repeats, were they?
No, they weren't repeats. It was new, and you couldn't video it. It was like you had to watch it there and then.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in like 3rd year senior school, and the Victoria Wood Christmas special was on, which had the making of Acorn Antiques and the sketch with the canteen where she says like grey eggs. And when we came back from that Christmas holiday, we were all kind of saying it, doing quotes from it. It's kind of when you picked out your crew and said, okay, I know who's a bit of a bender in my year now, and we got together.
Was Christmas the time when we were given the wonderful Victoria Wood's The Mal?
Yeah, I think it was.
Was that a Christmas special?
Yeah, that was Victoria Wood's All Day Breakfast. I think
Yeah.
that was a Christmas special. That was mostly when I was in A-levels. DS, I found 2 Judy Loves on Google. One is an old white pensioner with a great wig.
No, it's
the
not
other
that.
is a heavy-set black gal with too much makeup.
That's the one.
The latter.
And boy, can she dance.
We're doing loads for Judy Love's career, aren't we? We should be her agent. Let's hand over to the Giggle Boxers and see what else they have to say about TV Christmas.
I must give the British people a very simple...
Oh, I see you've pushed the boat out tonight.
Oh, help yourself.
Oh, mince pies, eh?
Only the finest.
And then the same scones that... You want to be careful, the ghost of Christmas scone might pay you busy Christmas Eve. And speaking of which, I got you a little Christmas box. Now, it's not your main one. That's a surprise. That's your favourite perfume. This is a little present for you.
Oh, I haven't got you anything yet.
No, I never really do.
Oh, I do like to open carefully. I must really keep the
The wrapping paper, yeah, I thought you would. That's why it's not that rippable one.
Okay, so, like, at Christmas, there's nothing I like better than, settling down with, like, a Hallmark movie. Do you watch Hallmark movies?
No.
Do you know what? I'll watch the Strictly Christmas special.
Oh, will you? Anybody on that this year that we know of?
I don't know if you all know the Mel Giedroyc.
Oh, yeah, she's funny, isn't she?
She's on it from Mel and Sue.
Yeah. But I like other classics like, It's a Wonderful Life, White Christmas.
Oh, of course. Wonderful, wonderful Christmas movies.
What about that film, that wonderful film that we watched last year? I think it was between Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Oh, and it was about that joyous sister of the abbess, and off she went to nanny some man with some children.
Oh, that pile of shit. 3 bloody hours. 3 bloody hours I had to sit there watching that.
Oh. Some French fancies.
Well, I know you like them.
Pop those away in the cupboard until we finish these ones.
That backfired, didn't it?
Of course, there's always a slightly annoying child in there, isn't there? Oh, they're so Christmassy, so wonderful. Anyway, I've got a Hallmark movie generator.
Right.
So what I need you to do is to give me a number between 1 and 5.
3. There's always a little brat in the mix.
There is. Another number between 1 and 5.
2. Yorkshire Vat, is he on it?
No, you know that. Another number between 1 and 5.
4.
Oh, you know, the newsreader.
Oh, which one? I don't watch the news.
And another number between 1 and 5.
1. The old man from Look North.
No, the one we like from the adventure game.
Every bloody Christmas is the same. Christmas special this. Daft boring ghost story that. Oh, Moira Stewart.
Moira Stewart.
Oh,
she's
bloody
on it.
hell. She must be getting on now, isn't she?
So, you're a woman who's with the wrong guy, who's an interior designer, but you return to your small town at Christmas time to stop some corporate closure. And you magically fall in love with an old flame. And the only old guy in town might be the real Santa Claus.
I am not going to fall in love with an old man like Santa. Do you know what I do? When he's at work, the best time is on a weekday afternoon on Channel 5.
Zuzu with her petals. Oh, what do you watch?
Well, Christmas films.
Oh, wonderful.
And the one in Meet Me in St. Louis who knocks all the heads off a snowman. A gingerbread romance.
Oh. Dear little Tootie.
Tootie Van Tootie. A Christmas wedding planner.
Oh. Oh, it's a famous actress plays Tootie. Margaret.
Yeah. Lockwood?
No.
Mr. and Mrs. Christmas.
Oh, can you not even settle down to something wonderful like Scrooge? You didn't half remind me of someone in it.
No, I bet it was the sexy nun, wasn't it?
Do you know what I'm glad about, though? Call the Midwife Christmas special.
Oh, I can't do it. I don't be watching that.
You don't watch it?
No. Was it the Mother Superior?
No. Oh, I like nothing more than settling down with those sisters.
Did you sing Idle Swine? I've had enough of popping out kids like peas myself.
Who do you think's going to win Strictly this year?
Oh, I hope them two blokes do.
Jojo and John?
Oh, yeah.
They're good, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
It was that puppet with the big cheeks that popped in and out. I was upset that the newsreader left. Dan. Oh, I liked him.
You're joking, aren't you?
Don't you think he was sexy?
Long fella.
Yeah, ooh.
Well, he had legs like a daddy long leg. He was like a spider running along a hot pipe.
No, it sang Lonely Goat Herd.
Lonely Goat Cheese. My cheeks always puff out at Christmas.
Talking of that, do you remember when Brucey used to scuttle in?
Oh, yeah.
Do that little dance with Tess?
Fisting.
Miriam Margolyes is back this year, so there's bound to be some effort.
Now, I like her, but when she's blue on that Graham Norton show, do you know you remind me of in that film? That gormless nun, the spark plug.
What is this sin, my children?
Oh, what have you got under your cowl?
Oh, yes, those are Giggle boxers chatting about Christmas telly. Lots of love for the Victoria Wood Christmas specials in the house. Of course, we adore them.
I remember her being a bit uppity, wasn't she, when they moved her over to, like, was it BBC Two or something?
She got moved. Yes, or she was moved to Boxing Day or later on with the last ones. But the last ones weren't that good, were they?
She wasn't happy. Was it the Crandleford one?
Yeah, I remember just not being like delighted with one of the Christmas specials I watched. I think they crammed loads of people in it. Although there was one of my favourite sketches when they did like ER. Remember with Lindsay Duncan, but it was the WR.
And they're trying to switch the T-urn back on.
Yeah. And she goes, leave it, the T-urn's dead. And she goes,
and it's got,
I'm calling it, leave it, step away.
It's got wonderful McEwen in it. Geraldine McEwen's in it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one where they do the thing at the end, the Anne Widdecombe song?
Anne Widdecombe song, yeah, and the Robins are in it.
We'll watch that again this year.
Yeah, we will. But there was one, I think it was when they had Mrs. Overall, and she was in Strictly and I'm a Celebrity, and it just like you were so excited about it, and then it wasn't great. I didn't think. But I love Victoria Wood's older stuff, and I love Dinner Ladies as well, which had a Christmas special, didn't it?
Dinner Ladies did, yeah, and a Millennium
special. Do you know? I've told you this before. Tony from Dinner Ladies lives kind of 2 minutes from our
he was
house.
in Aldi the other night. I should say hello, but I'm not going to bother him.
Got our little masks on. Was he not wearing a mask?
He was, but I know it's him by what he's got in his basket.
All right, stalkers of Tony from the Ladies. Peggy has a go at his dog if she sees him.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Tony. Peggy, don't shut me up. Don't shut me up.
Let's have a look at some of the messages. We're missing all your messages. I'm so sorry. We chit and chat.
Oh, now then. Jason Rigby's talking about fisting.
That's why we missed the messages.
About Bruce's fisting.
And over here, we're full of Dick Emery.
Dick and fisting.
I've got a game for you all. So I'm going to play a BBC ident, and I want you to guess what year this was. What year of telly? So what year of telly was this?
A variety of entertainment for Christmas with BBC One. Comedy with little and large.
Wasn't it fun to play in the summer day? We felt so jolly. Muffy the Mule was playing the fool, and so was Noddy with the dolly.
Dick Emery holds an underworld Christmas party.
Let me get you a drink. What do you fancy?
I don't suppose you got any meths.
The inimitable style of Val Doonican.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
Christmas magic and illusion with Paul Daniels.
6 lovely crackers. Now, we've got all these crackers from the Christmas tree. Right? And I'm going to let you have a cracker, Peter. Crikey, it's a bit difficult to carry all these at once.
A festive blankety-blank.
Oh, look, the place scattered with empty boxes pretending to be presents.
Mike Yarwood Christmas show.
Yeah, but I love Christmas. Mind you, my landlady gets very confused. This year, she set fire to the turkey and stuffed the Christmas pudding.
And it's him and me.
The Income Tax Records Office caught fire today. Reports state that almost 2 firemen fought the blaze for over a minute.
Entertainment for Christmas with BBC One.
A lot of you were really close, but was there 2 that got it right?
Yep.
Jason got it right, and Neil got it right, I think.
1980. Aljax Johnson says we should do a little and large sketch. We did do a little and large sketch. So little and large pop up in our blankety blank special.
Well, we didn't do a sketch, did we? With them.
No, they pop up with with them, and through that we became really good friends with Eddie Large's daughters because they saw it and their dad had only recently died, and they just were really flattered that we'd done it, and they reached out, and they're friends of ours now.
They were funny though, weren't they?
They were brilliant.
Sid's face when he's bouncing up and down on the on that trapeze thing.
Okay, another game. Let's play the game. We are going to do a quiz at Christmas, and these were going to be the questions, but I think they're quite fun for tonight. So, what year? This is now This is ITV. What year was this?
The best in entertainment this Christmas on ITV. Among the very special seasonal highlights, Bring Me Sunshine, an all-star tribute to Eric Morecambe, OBE.
They came in the pair of American Ernie. Eric bought a bottle of vintage champagne. Ernie took it home with him.
Watch the Grummelwich Christmas show.
Decorate the tree.
And watch the Grummelwich Christmas show.
Hang up your stuff.
And watch the Grummelwich Christmas show. Stuff the bird.
Watch punchlines and spot the celebrities.
I came into the London Weekend television car park today. It's packed out with sledges and reindeers. Do you know?
Hi, Tarby here. Just to remind you of my special Christmas edition of Tarby and Friends.
Hello, everybody. Just to remind you to join us the Saturday before Christmas for a special Christmas edition of 321 called Pantomania.
And we'll be here to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas on Surprise, Surprise Christmas Show.
Play your cards right. Bruce is here.
To see you.
Password. Come on, LB. You should know me by now. Correct.
Russ Abbott with his Christmas Madhouse and on target for fun.
All the stars are in. We've raised a lot of money for charity. We really have. We'd love you to join us, so don't be late. Christmas with Bullseye. Merry Christmas, everybody.
The entertaining promise of Christmas on ITV.
Quite a few we got that right.
I'm going to just move the dog because she's squealing. Come here.
Yeah, the year was 1984. Is that right, Jamie?
1984.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people got it because it's that was a tribute to Eric Morecambe, the first bit. Which, of course, Eric Morecambe died in 84.
I wasn't keen on Scylla in brown, did you? In a brown dress.
No, but nice to see Biggins pop up. I forgot Biggins was such a big part of Surprise, Surprise. Biggins was he was Mr. Surprise, Surprise, wasn't he? It was him and Scylla.
There was a lot of comedians there, wasn't there? Tarby and Lenny. Was it Lenny Bennett?
I've just read a little message here from Dave. He says so Dave's in South Carolina, so all this telly is completely new to him. He says that bullseye guy had quite the camel toe. Dave, new word for you. I learned this in America, I think. Moose knuckle. That's the male equivalent of camel toe. Feel free to use that one and spread it around. Yeah, good. So people got a lot of that one right. I've got one more for you. So we go back over to BBC. Let's see if you can get this one. What year is this?
Entertainment for Christmas on BBC One. Terry and June battle with the Christmas tree bulbs.
Terry! Don't lose your temper with them.
And I'm going to be here on Christmas Day to mystify and amuse you. It's going to be magic.
Christmas away in Last of the Summer Wine.
This is somewhere I've never been before. The end of the world.
The two Ronnies enjoy the festivities down at the local with Chas and Dave. In Heidi High, there's a little too much Christmas spirit.
We must apologise for interference on your screens.
And in a bumper Christmas special, our host of comedy stars take a look at the funny side of Christmas. Christmas entertainment on BBC.
Just me. Here he comes. He's running in. So the dog's begging about. She's right here, so she's you can hear her tip tapping around. 1984. I don't know who got it right. I haven't got anyone on this side who got it right. Although Jason Rigby seems adamant that it's from 1982. There's a lot of factual information there. From what I know, it's 1984. No, I'm wrong. Jason, you're right.
Ooh!
1984 was the ITV. It's 1982. 1982, guys.
Oh, she got it wrong.
I got it wrong. It is 1982. I apologise. Yeah, did Bullseye used to do Christmas special every year then?
Yeah. Well, they used to film it in like July, I think.
Was it all celebrity?
Yeah. No, sometimes it was celebrities. But sometimes they'd have a celebrity throwing for the charity.
Well, always.
Always
it was No,
No, they have darts players doing it all
yeah.
They wouldn't raise very much with some of the celebrities they had on.
Andrew Gunn says this could be our show on BBC Three. Yeah, guess the year. Yeah. Well, not with me after a few rose beers getting it wrong. Melanie said it's 1982 because Chas and Dave gave it away. Because Chas and Dave's Christmas Knees Up. So that was the two Ronnies as Chas and Dave, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember the sketch. Yeah. So what else have we got then? We've got what else? People.
Do you know what I used to look forward to? And I know this is so like crass of me, but I used to really look forward to New Year because New Year, like the 2nd of Jan, was when Celebrity Big Brother began.
Oh God!
We used to love Celebrity Big Brother back in the day, though, didn't we?
Well, only up until Bracky.
Yeah, only up until Bracky. When Jackie Stallone had been in it, then we just kind of gave up. But the one with Chantel was brilliant, and Barrymore and Pete Burns.
Yeah,
I used to love a bit of Celeb BB. Till it went to Channel 5. Yeah, Channel 5. Then it went rubbish.
It always went rubbish when people left and they bring other people in, and the people that ended up in the house weren't the people that started it.
Someone would come in, like Jordan would waddle in about 3 weeks late and then win the whole
thing. And they did one where somebody came in for a day and then went left again? Where they used to visit for the day?
Yeah, well, the last ever series of Celebrity Big Brother was kind of advertised as The Storm is Approaching, and it was all called, like, The Storm Season. And of course, it was because they were going to have Stormy Daniels in it, who was the porn actress that allegedly, I don't know if it even is allegedly, but that had Trump. And then she pulled out like within an hour of the episode airing. So the whole kind of theme of the show made no sense.
And who did they replace it with?
No one. Kirstie Alley was like the name. They like the last person to go in.
Oh no, we watched the one with Julie Goodyear.
Yeah. Well, you didn't watch it all, did you? You kind of got bored of it.
I saw it up until she got kicked
You've
out.
got like Julie Goodyear, Julian Clary, one of the Nolans. You'd like, and was Martin Kemp in it that year?
Yeah.
And then people like Danica.
Danica.
I don't even know who Danica was, but we just remember the name Danica. Let's have a look over here. Does anyone else, Anna Welsh, does anyone else enjoy the Are You Being Served Christmas specials? Yeah, we mentioned those a little bit earlier, with all the little dance routines at the end.
Somebody says, do you remember the one with the Are You Being Served where Captain Peacock's carving the turkey? I think it did explode or it's been overcooked.
Do you require stuffing, Mrs. Slocum?
I do.
Fanny LaRue time. I can't get this stream in better quality. It's 144p at ATM.
Oh,
We don't really understand.
We don't know about things like that, love. Sorry.
Uncut. There's Uncut Big Brother on Australian. I think Australian Big Brother is still happens, doesn't it? Or it's a big deal.
It's still happening in America as well. Are they still doing
Big
it?
Brother America still happens, but it's completely different than Big Brother here. It's all kind of a strategy game, and the public don't vote for it, and they're all aware of that. So even what's good about it is like devious players can win because it's not voted by the public. So here, if you're nasty in it, you get booted out. There.
But also the sort of level of celebrity differs now, doesn't it? In Big Brother, because they're not really celebrities, are they anymore? The wives of, or cousins of, or sisters.
Well,
of.
it's like Strictly, isn't it? It's not, it's not celebrities.
It's like they've run out of celebrities.
Judy Love would do it. So bring it back, because Judy Love would do it, and she'd win it.
She would.
Of course, one of the main things you looked forward to at Christmas on Christmas telly was the big movies. Like Christmas night, the Poseidon Adventure was on. Boxing Day, there was always a Bond film.
Superman 2.
Superman 2 was on. We love a bit of Superman 2, don't we? So I'm going to leave you with this. So we're going to end the show. We are going to, of course, stay for a lock-in. So if you want to hang out with us in kind of Isolation Creations Uncut.
Party style. Secret party style.
So just the adult version of Big Brother is uncut. So this is going to be Isolation Creations Uncut after this. But have a little watch of some of our favourite Christmas movies.
Christmas is just about my favourite time.
It's Christmas, Theo. It's the time of miracles, so be of good cheer.
This is Christmas, the season of perpetual hope.
And we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye.
What do you want for Christmas, Peter?
A machine gun.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
I feel it in my fingers.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Christmas is all around me, and so the feeling grows.
Look at this! There's a rule! I have to kiss this girl on the lips!
It's written in the wind, so where I go.
All I want for Christmas is you.
So if you really love Christmas, come
We got
on,
money.
let it snow.
And what did Santa bring you, honey? I've got presents.
Last year I got a sweater with a big bird knitted on it.
What are you wearing?
Oh, Mum made it. You can get beat up for wearing something like that.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
What day is it?
What day? What's Christmas Day, Costa?
Christmas Day. I haven't missed it.
Next year all our troubles will be out of sight.
I love you too.
Christmas such a wonderful, beautiful time. It's a time for giving and being thankful for friends and family.
It isn't about the gifts or the contests or the fancy lights.
It means something different to everybody.
It's the one night of the year when we all act a little nicer, we smile a little easier, we share a little more. For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be. It's a miracle.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Did I forget something, big man?
God bless us.
Everyone.
Oh, quite a few memories there, isn't there?
Yeah, lots of Christmas films. Dale there just saying he's just watched Die Hard before tuning in to watch us. Yeah, I used to love watching the Die Hard films, didn't I? At Christmas?
Yeah.
We used to watch Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2, definitely.
You see, I like to watch A Christmas Carol before Christmas.
I like a bit of Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Yeah, so let me know what your favourite Christmas Carol. Which one do you turn to? Mine's the musical one, with what's his name, Albert Finney.
Albert Finney. Brad C loves the Vicar of Dibley Christmas specials, knows them off by heart. We're toying with doing the Vicar of Dibley at some point soon.
Oh yeah, we definitely do that.
It's gonna happen. Great montage. Loves keeping up appearances. Hyacinth inviting everyone over at Christmas.
Oh, she did some weird Christmas specials, didn't she, Hyacinth?
I don't remember Is that when she went off on the QE2?
Yeah, I'm not sure they were Christmas themed, but they were like hour-long specials.
Muppets Christmas Carol. So Mad Aberfan, a lot of love here for the Muppets Christmas Carol. Yeah. Only two versions of Christmas Carol that are worth watching are the Alistair Sim version and the Muppets. I love the Muppets Christmas Carol. And there's, being a bit of a musical theatre kid, there's a version where an actress called Meredith Braun has a beautiful song on a bridge, but it's cut from most of the versions that you see now. Oh. It's a lovely song. I don't know why they cut it. It's really just boring for kids.
Neil likes the one starring Frasier.
Yeah, that's quite recent, I think, isn't it? There's in the States, there's that film about the little boy, and he popped up there.
Is that where he gets his tongue stuck to a frozen bowl?
Yeah, and he wants a gun for Christmas. Oh, very the States. And then he dresses up as like the Pink Bunny Rabbit. What's the name of that film? Because it's not a popular thing over here.
Is it called A Christmas Story?
A Christmas Story, I think. Huge in the States, isn't it, at this time of year? A Christmas Story, but it's not a biggie over here. And then in Germany, if I don't know who's in from Germany, Andreas might be here. There's a film that they watch Christmas Eve, I think, every year, and it's about an old lady and her butler. It's English, and it's an English movie, and it's like a big German tradition. Dear said it's a Christmas story. A Christmas story. A few people saying it. Yeah, it's not a biggie over here. We kind of started watching it and didn't do it for us, so we didn't watch it all.
We used to watch either Neverending Story over and over again, or the Christmas Lampoon.
Oh yeah,
the Griswolds.
What's the music for the Christmas Lampoon?
Christmas time again. Christmas time again. With the Chavy family that used to turn up in the van and sort of ruin Christmas.
You still love a bit of that, don't you?
Yeah.
It's got has it got Juliette Lewis in it?
Yeah.
And the little boy who became the man from The Big Bang Theory.
Yep, and then next door was her from Seinfeld.
Yeah, they were always replacing the kids, weren't they, in Lampoons?
Because they grew up too quick.
Yeah, I guess so. Andy McDonald has said, remember Kenny Everett doing 12 Days of Christmas?
Oh, we watched that today.
We watched it today.
So funny.
So funny. It was too long to play in the programme.
But yeah, have a look on YouTube for it. Just put Kenny Everett 12 Days of Christmas, it'll come. Not going to give it away, but it's very funny.
Yeah, it is funny. You should have a look for it.
And yes, Lenny Bennett is in that.
And Cleo Rockus is in it, who of course was in Celebrity Big Brother.
Oh, you see, it all comes around, doesn't it? All connects.
The year that all the racism kicked off with Jade Goody. I've Have a look over here. Wasn't Die Hard 2 the Christmas one? No, Die Hard 1's Christmas as well, but they're having a Christmas party in the tower, and he's flying in on Christmas Eve.
And if you haven't looked already, we did a little skit on that last Christmas.
Yeah, we can play it if you want. If I can.
Have you got it handy?
Let me have a look. I've just got to open some files and find it. Let's have a look what we've got.
It's not Christmas without a bit of Bruce Willis.
Just finding it. Talk amongst yourselves.
Martin says Santa Claus the movie starring Julie Caldwell from Keeping Appearances. Yeah, that's the Dudley Moore film, isn't it? Where she plays Mrs. Christmas.
Yeah, I've never seen that film. Is that awful of me that I've never seen that film?
Oh, it's bloody awful of you.
Awful of me.
Ooh.
Here we go. So, let's have a look if this is going to play.
Our Boxing Day blockbuster on BBC 7.
So let them fumble about outside and stay calm. This is simply the beginning. I thought I told all of you I want radio silence until further...
Oh, hiya, Hans. Sorry, no one gave me that message. Marco, turn it down. Honestly, I thought you, Franco, and the rest of the girls might like to know that we're here and we're ready. We're your Village People tribute act, and we're here for your Christmas party.
How does he know so much about this?
This is very kind of you. I assume you are our mysterious party crasher. You are most troublesome for a security guard.
Sorry, Hans, wrong answer. There isn't a security guard in the Village People. If you're thinking about Marco, well, he's being the New York cop. Keith is being the Native American, and we've got Nigel as the big butch builder.
Who are you, then?
Oh, she's bold. Well, I'm a Gemini, and I like long romantic walks on the beach or just snuggling at home with Netflix and a glass of bubbly rosé. What about you?
Check on all the others. Don't use the radio. See if he's lying about Marco and find out if anyone else is missing. Mr. Mystery Guest, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, doll. Although I tell you what, I'm bloody nithered in this vest. Honestly, I thought Nakamoto Plaza would have better central heating.
No, I'm afraid not. But you have me at a loss. You know my name, but who are you? Just another American who saw too many movies as a child. Another orphan of a bankrupt culture who thinks he's John Wayne, Rambo.
Oh, I love it when you get all butch on me. No, look, I've given you so many clues already. You're just going to have to guess. Come on, Village People. Who can I be?
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
No, not the cowboy. Wrong answer again, Hans. This year, I'm being the leather queen. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Merry Christmas. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Jason. Jason's taking care of our YouTube chat. I think we're being raided.
Oh, really? People are coming from the back end.
Yeah. Feel free to kick anyone out, Jason. Literally. That was Little Die Hard. I hope you enjoyed that. What else? Christmas movies. What other Christmas movies are there that you love? Love Actually. I adore Love Actually.
Oh, yeah,
don't
yeah.
I?
I heard that it's actually longer than it was. They cut loads of scenes from it, didn't they? Or cut characters?
Yeah, they cut a couple of storylines. But I think they cut who's Jean from Dinner Ladies. Valerie Barlow. Can't remember her name. She was the head mistress, and she had
Frances de la Tour.
Frances de la Tour was her dying lesbian partner.
Oh.
They cut that storyline completely, so Frances de la Tour's not in it at all. I think Valerie Barlow might be in it for like one scene. And then they cut a storyline which was in Africa, and it was like some African tribes people falling in love.
Oh, right then. Okay. We went to see the cinema. We saw that in January, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we went to see it in Leicester Square.
Did it come out really late, or?
No, it was most probably a Christmas thing,
right.
but we just went in January.
Yeah.
But I think we went in Leicester Square to the Odeon Leicester Square back when we lived in London.
Mm.
Yeah, Home Alone, of course, is a great Christmas movie.
1 and 2.
Yeah, and then it goes off the boil.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Is he in the third one? Is he in?
No, I don't think McCulkey's in the third one, and I think the fourth one might be about puppies.
Oh, okay.
I might be wrong, but it's come out again, a new one this year. Is that right? There is a new Home Alone out this year.
Remade it? They remade it with.
Yeah, I think the little boy from Joe. Oh, I'm going to get wrong now.
Well, somebody
Jojo
will put you
Rabbit.
right.
Jojo Rabbit, is that
Jojo
the right
Rabbit?
name? Someone, Martin Garton Spence. Oh, it's Emma Ferguson says, "Hands up, who'd be the office slag if Alan Rickman was your boss?" I don't really fancy Alan Rickman, but I adore that office slag, don't I?
She's so naughty, isn't she?
She wears devil horns to the Christmas party, doesn't she? She knows it.
Well, it's not just at the party. She like swing on his office chair.
Yeah.
They're really sort of flirting with him.
She is. Oh, what a naughty. And that's a beautiful scene with Emma Thompson.
Oh.
But we get a bit annoyed with the boy from My Family in it, don't we? And his storyline.
Yeah, that's just a bit silly. I mean, perhaps that should have been cut.
Or he wants to go to America and then he goes and then gets seduced and has a foursome with 3 kind of beauties.
Although I like the bit when he's slagging off the food at the party to Julia Davis.
It is fun.
And he says, "Oh, stupid caterer," and she says, "I am the caterer."
Do you know, when I go to the States, when I work in the States, sometimes they love my accent like they love his accent in that. Do you remember when he says bottle?
Bottle.
They love it. They laugh.
Oh, bottle.
Bye-bye, Sue. Thank you for popping in.
Jason mentioned Alan Dickman when he's on the Victoria Woods All Day Breakfast.
Love him, really. Yeah, when they do like this morning.
It's Rickman.
Aljax over here has said Jack Frost is a great Christmas film. It's about a killer snowman.
There's 2, isn't there? What's the one where somebody's dad dies and the spirit goes into a snowman?
Yeah, I don't think that's a horror though, is it?
It's actually called Jack Frost.
Or it might be. Is it Michael Keaton?
Yeah, but there is Jack Frost, the horror movie. Because Sherry's going to watch it.
What have we got over here? I don't think it's Christmas themed, but it's out now, so I'm going to bring it up. I want to see Belfast, but there are no theatres within 40 miles of me.
Belfast?
I don't know the movie Belfast. I should know it. Slice Limbo, again, the bearer of bad news to everyone, says there's no point fancying Alan Rickman. I'm afraid he's also dead.
He's passed on.
Belfast is Kenneth Branagh's new movie, or Kenneth Branagh is in it. Judy Love is not in Love Actually, unfortunately.
She might be in the next version.
She'll find her way.
If they redo that.
She'll do you know what she'd pop up in? Nativity 5.
Yeah.
If they did another Nativity film, she'd pop up in that.
We've seen one of them, haven't we? We saw the first one.
Yeah, because we love Mark Wootton.
Yeah,
he plays Mr. Holly.
Yeah.
The funny, stupid character. We used to go and see Mark Wootton do a lot of stand-up.
Yeah, he used to have little not open nights, but he'd test out his stuff on public.
Yeah, when he was preparing, because he had a BBC Three show, and when he was getting ready for that, because he also does. Yeah, he's funny. Look up Mark Wootton if you don't know him. We love him. At the cinema, a recommendation here for The House of Gucci, with of course Gaga playing Dorian from Birds of a Feather. Si, you're not a mood hoover. We love you.
No, you're not.
With your words of wisdom.
Thomas Corrigan is saying he's going to another panto on Friday. How many pantos is that, Thomas? It's quite a few, isn't it? Which one are you going to see? Let us know what you're seeing.
Because
Christmas isn't Christmas without panto, is it?
Mr. Poppy. Thomas has said it's Mr. Poppy in Nativity. Of course it is Mr. Poppy. Do you remember in French and Saunders when they did. I don't think it was a Christmas special when they used to do the Good Morning TV thing, and Jennifer Saunders, I think it would be. Well, bad news. I'm afraid Arthur Askey's dead too. She used to be like breaking the news about dead celebrities.
Yeah.
Didn't realise that love actually is a pun based on the 90s posho expression hove actually.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. Is that an extra expression? Hove actually?
Yeah.
What's that mean? Bye Ben, thank you for coming.
Did they make another film similar to that called like New Year's Eve or something?
Oh, there are, not like Love Actually, but there are lots of films. There's New Year's Eve, there's Mother's Day.
Oh.
Other people might know there's other ones. Valentine's Day, I think there's a film, and they're full of lots of little storylines where people kind of intermingle and maybe meet once.
Mm.
Thomas is going to see Snow White.
Oh, Snow White.
And Bray wants to see the new Ghostbusters film, Afterlife. We're actually quite rare because we liked the Old Ladies Ghostbusters, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I think a lot of people slagged it off, but I thought it was quite fun.
Yeah, I think it was better than Ghostbusters 2. But yeah, there's this new one, and I think they're it's canon. Do you know the phrase? It's canon.
No.
It's canon means it's part of like the universe, so like the Marvel universe.
Oh, okay.
So it's canon. It's part of the Ghostbusters universe, so they're actually kind of related to the original Ghostbusters. It's not just.
So is that a bit like when Buffy went into Angel?
Yeah, that's canon. Angel was canon.
Yeah.
What did I say that made you laugh yesterday?
You say lots of things to make me laugh.
No, it was something on telly. Rick Stein was cooking something, and I walked out the room with a big flourish and said something.
Jelly Belly?
No.
No?
I know what it was I said, but I'm seeing if you can remember it. Because you said you were going to tell all these people what it was.
Oh. I can't remember what you've called it, but Rick Stein was making in France a very basic flat pizza, right? And that's how he was making. He described it, and you went, "Oh, it's tarte flambée."
I said, I adore tarte flambée.
And I was like, "You've never had it?" I have, growing up in France.
I do adore tarte flambée.
It's just a thin, crispy pizza.
I want to know what everyone really wanted for Christmas but never got.
Mine was, I wanted, which was most probably never, it didn't even exist, was a basil brush puppet. I wanted my own basil brush.
Your dad might be in.
Well, they tried to get one, they couldn't find one. And all I got was a basil brush annual.
Oh, were you gutted?
No, I think that, I mean, you couldn't get them, so...
I had a few. I could have given you one if I'd known you.
Oh, I did.
What did I really want for Christmas that I never got? Scientific calculator?
You don't get one?
No, I didn't. I didn't really want that. I did get a scientific calculator, and then I swapped it for some He-Man figures. I loved He-Man figures. I think I just loved them because they had like little pants on and big butch.
And bowl haircuts.
And were very broad-shouldered.
And then when you sort of become a teenager, you just long for 8 high karate sets and loads of link sets, don't you?
Yeah.
And you get them.
A Sinclair C5. One guy got a Sinclair C5 in my village, and I was riding about on it on Christmas Day, Boxing Day. My brother, if he was here, would remember who it was who got one. Mum and Dad might, but they might not. A fancy marble. Caroline Ibbotson. Just a marble.
Just wanted a marble. One little marble.
Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. We're still talking about Judy Love over here.
Oh, Emma Ferguson wanted a Mr. Frosty. Do you remember those?
Yeah, loads of people wanted a Mr. Frosty.
And were they a little bit of a waste of money, weren't they?
Percy Penguin popping in your syrup.
Because you used to run out of syrup and all that.
I don't know. I remember the big yellow teapot. That was
kind of the same range. Did it used to open up with a little house in it?
Yeah. RLO is new. Welcome RLO. Always wanted a Gordon the Gopher, so you could dress him up, and then send him pictures to Squeaky Clean Pip Schofield. Jason Darcy wanted World Peace and a Cindy doll. Carol Daft wanted a Cindy doll, but got a Barbie instead.
Now, what's the difference between Cindy? Was she more 50s?
Barbie's more sassy.
Was Cindy a bit more...
Cindy was a bit dowdy and had a large head.
Did she?
I think so. Cindy had like... See, if you saw Cindy in real... Both of them, if you saw them in real life, would be a bit weird. But Cindy had a big head, I think.
And did Cindy have the house like Barbie had?
Yeah, Cindy had everything. Cindy had a little sister, I think, called Skipper. I might be wrong. I had a Barbie doll. I got a Barbie doll from the Jumble at school, and I dressed my Barbie doll in the leather jacket that my little Fonz doll had, and I sort of tied it round and maybe gave her a little waspy belt and some little Action Man hot pants. She was fierce. She was a bit like Tomb Raider, my Barbie.
My sister asked one year for a typewriter, so they got her one, a little plastic one. But I think it was called like the Petite 800 or something like that.
I remember the Petite 99. I think it was.
And I broke it.
Well, how did you break it?
I pressed the key too heavily. So let me have a go at that. I would press one key and it broke.
Did you get in trouble? Alan's sister used to get the best presents. She was a bit spoiled because she was the youngest, wasn't she? By a long way. And didn't she get a big doll that could walk and talk?
No, she got two dolls. One year she got called Baby Talk, which had about 500 batteries in it. And it'd go, "Hello, mommy, I love you." Blink, and then she'd drink from this bottle. And then another year when...
But didn't the batteries wear out?
Yeah, then she'd go, "Mommy, I love you," and blink really slowly. And then one year, I don't think we had much money, but my mum got her this sort of 5 foot doll called Gloria from the market or somewhere, and the head kept coming off. Was it named
Gloria by Tracy or by the company?
By the company. It came in a big box, and she was called Gloria. She had lovely curly hair, but for some reason the scalp bit used to come off. So
if you brushed it quite hard.
Yeah, it just come off.
And then with a big hole in the head.
And so Tracy was like combing it, the scalp came off, and she was like crying with this sort of headless doll in her. So she went to the local charity shop.
Didn't your brother get annoyed with it and push its eyes through?
No, that's Baby Talk, the American one.
Joanne Gray over here says Cindy looked like she had mumps. She did.
How did she?
She was quite a swollen girl.
She always looked a little bit up herself, didn't she? She like looking down on her.
Cindy? No, I think Barbie would look down on Cindy. Am I right that Barbie would pick on Cindy?
If they had a fight, who would win?
Cindy would win, I think. Cindy's most probably a little bit rougher.
Did Cindy have boyfriends?
Yeah, I don't know. Did Cindy have a boyfriend? Because Barbie had Ken. Barbie had loads of boyfriends. Barbie had like mates as well. Barbie had jobs, but Cindy maybe had jobs. She might have been a vet.
And one of them had a horse, didn't they? Or did they both have horses?
Probably both had horses, but Cindy defo had a horse.
Barbie had a car.
Barbie had a car. Annika Rice's little Jeep in Challenge Annika is based on Barbie's little Jeep.
Oh, okay.
It's true, because Annika wanted the car to look like Barbie. It came out of a big Challenge Annika truck.
But then when you sort of toys, when you start to grow up, your sort of presents got a little bit iffy, didn't they?
Did anyone know if Barbie had... so, Kath Wells' Cindy got married to your brother's Action Man under the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And her mum knitted Cindy a little wedding dress. Then Cy Slimbo was added to that. This is the naughty Cy Slimbo who likes announcing deaths. But Cindy's legs could be parted.
Like that?
Could Barbie's legs not be parted?
Wouldn't they do that?
Barbie could do like high kicks, definitely, but I don't know if she could do box splits.
Do they go out?
Barbie's legs could be parted as well. So is behind it. Do you remember you'd always like check their bits? An Action Man just had a flat lump.
Your dad said, what your mum says, you had a Ken doll from somebody on the road, second hand.
Yeah, but I had also had the Barbie mum and I had Skipper. It was all hidden in a bottom drawer. I was far too old to have this. We're talking secondary school age. Andrew Gunn loves your memories of Gloria. So there was a boyfriend. Cindy had a boyfriend called Paul. He was released in 1965 and she had a younger sister called Patch.
Yeah.
She also had mates called Vicky and Mitzi.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see Vicky and Mitzi.
They're only little, aren't they?
Patch is most probably little.
Yeah.
Vicky and Mitzi, I would imagine, do Vicky and Mitzi have large mump heads?
Freckles.
But Geordie Shaw has added that Cindy had a boyfriend called Ian.
It's a very
Oh no, hang on.
Ken.
He's talking about Cindy Beale, played by Michelle.
I remember Strawberry Shortcake. They used to smell of strawberry shortcake, or just.
Oh yeah, they had
sickly
massive
strawberry.
big heads, didn't they?
Weren't they like old fashioned, like Victoria Plum? Did they have like bonnets on?
They had big bonnets on. They were annoying. Do you remember girls at school would collect stuff?
Like
I guess I collected
fruit,
Star Wars figures.
fruit scented rubbers.
Fruit scented rubbers. My Little Ponies. Things that go on pencils. Frogs.
Yeah, frogs. Those little things you used to clip onto things. What are they called? Little monkeys.
Yeah. Chickaboos.
Chickaboos.
Does anyone? Kath Wells says, does anyone remember Pippa Dolls? I remember the name Pippa Dolls. Neil Sandwell over here says his cousin, had about 50 Pippa Dolls. Sice Limbo speaks for all of us when he says Pippa who? That's showbiz for you.
Well, when my niece was little, she used to like sort of the doll, like Frozen dolls. And I thought, they're expensive, aren't they? Let's see what the pound shop has. And if you look at the pound shop version of dolls that are called like
Elsa.
Syria.
Not Elsa.
No, but about like Barbie dolls.
Oh.
And, but they're like, Shelley. And then one's like one shoe on, one shoe off.
Do you remember you get like knockoff versions of like Frozen dolls?
Yeah, frozen. Ice cold queen.
Chili.
Ice
Chili
princess.
Emma Jane Watts loved them. She loved the orange strawberry shortcake.
What was the name of the knockoff Guess Who we saw? Who's that?
Who's that?
Who dat? Who the baby daddy?
We were going to make a Guess Who of our characters and try and sell it at Christmas, but we didn't.
Well, there was something online that would make your own board. But it was about £150, wasn't it? You just send them all the photos of all the people you know, and they'd make it into like a Guess Who board game.
I've got one for you that you most probably won't remember. You'll not remember this. Wuzzles. Does anyone remember Wuzzles? They did exist. If you remember Wuzzles, let me know. Mosquiff, does anyone else have welly pets? Wellies with animal faces.
I remember somebody had wellies with frog eyes on them.
And over here in Facebook, a lot of memory of Cabbage Patch dolls. Paul McFarlane still has nightmares from them. Do you remember all that news thing? Actually, I might show that next week when we're talking about Christmas.
Yeah,
We're going to talk about Christmas presents a bit more, and I'll find news footage of when Cabbage Patch dolls came out.
But didn't it happen with Teletubbies as well?
Yeah, but do you remember with Cabbage Patch dolls, they had, in America, they had, like, in the shop, they had, like, a birthing place. Yeah. And they had, like, cabbages.
Oh, yeah, picket fence.
Yeah, and a woman would go in like, gloves and unfurl it and, like, birth your Cabbage Patch doll.
And you get, like, a birth certificate and you have to sign it.
People are remembering the Wuzzles. Yeah, Wuzzles, Rhino Key. They were animal fusions. Yeah. So Rhino Key was a rhino and a monkey. I think he was pink.
I remember also with the oldie carrots. I think they expected that to happen with the oldie carrot toys, but it did it?
I think oldie carrots went mental. I think they did.
Ours were in.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. Nobody around here wanted that trash.
Cindy McDuffie has mentioned Bratz dolls.
Oh, they're the ones with really big heads.
They look a bit like Pete Burns. I think Bratz dolls would most probably win all fights of dolls. They'd kind of gang up.
They were a lot bigger, weren't they?
Like the Mean Girls. And they'd most probably use a weapon as well on
they'd use those pointy high heels they have on.
Yeah, so Bratz dolls are going to win all the fights of the dolls.
So what did you boys have? I know
you boys?
Yeah, what did you boys have when everybody was playing with Bratz and Cindy's and...
Mine was Star Wars figures. I loved Star Wars. So I had loads of Star Wars figures. I had the Millennium Falcon. Actually, I went through a big Lego phase as well. And
we had Lego.
I had a lot of Lego.
We got some Meccano once, with nuts and bolts and all that.
Did you follow like Lego rules and build what you were meant to build, or did you go off piste?
My brother used to build council houses.
Did he really?
Yeah. He did. He used to copy the houses down the street and try and build them. The same amount of windows, the same type of roof. a chimney.
What was the toy? What was the toy company that we nearly got sued by?
Mattel.
We when we first moved to Broadstairs, so when we left London, we had to kind of find work.
So we had this brainwave of making websites for actors, and then we realised quick and fast that actors don't have much money.
So we started building websites which had a lot of affiliate links in. So if you came to us and then bought something from our website, we'd get some money from the company you bought it from.
So we had to look for products which were quite nichey that nobody else was writing about. So I suddenly came across these dolls called Fidget Friends. This was only about 2012?
11? They were that year's like must-have present, or they were meant to be.
And the idea was, if you wrote so much about these dolls, people looking for these dolls would come to your page, click on your links and buy from your pages, and we'd get a cut of the...
Well, yeah, and they were brand new, so there were no other websites about them.
So it was these four... They were like Teletubbies, but more like little dolls that would interact with you. So they talk with you, sing with you. And I started doing all sorts, like a video. I used to make my own videos on them, didn't I?
Yeah.
Like, where's Willa? Willa's hiding somewhere. Can you find her?
We got threatened with legal action from Mattel, didn't we? Because everyone thought we were like the official Fidget Friends site.
And I was like, we were getting like thousands of hits a day, weren't we?
Yeah. We got nearly closed down. There's a lot of talk about Dale's loft, and I think it's Dale Ibbetson's loft, and there might be dolls up there, including Basil Brush puppets.
Oh, okay.
But I think there is talk of ABBA dolls being in Dale's loft. I'm not sure if that's true.
Well, that'd be rare, won't they?
Yeah, I'd love an ABBA doll.
Have you got all four of them?
Do you remember the Spice Girls had dolls come out?
Yeah.
We've got them in boxes.
I wonder if there was an unpopular one that didn't sell as well as the rest.
Sporty. I think we all know. Alex Clark, Skay Electrics. I didn't have one. My brothers had a Skay Electrics. It was a bit boy-y for me.
Oh, we had a Hornby train set one year, but our carpet was quite bulky, so it wouldn't really run. It'd fall over.
Did you have a lot of little derailments?
Yeah, so I got bored of it.
My nephew, so Marcia's son, used to love a train set, and my mum used to make this train set with him, and it would go round her Nana's house, and then it would go into a little tunnel that they build out of like the wash basket or the clothes maiden or something with blankets over it. And then Sam used to go in the tunnel and then come out as weird characters for some reason. So the train would stop in the tunnel and he'd come out as someone new. And for some reason, he would come out of the tunnel as Craig Revel Horwood.
Hello, darling.
He's too old now, 17, 18.
You've embarrassed him now.
I'll be embarrassed if he knows that.
People.
But yeah, he used to come out and Mum would go, "Oh, who is it today?" And he'd go, "It's me, Craig Revel Horwood."
Neil has just said that he once had a berry from the Christmas tree pop in his ear, and he was in there for 14 years.
Dale hasn't got that in his loft.
So that's when Christmas trees are bad for you.
Oh, we got a girl. This goes back to the rubbers. A girl at my school got one of those scented rubbers up her nose.
Oh no!
And so they got banned from our school. She put it up her nose and then went like that to smell it, and it went up there.
We had a boy in our class who actually ate a lemon scented rubber. Went, "They don't taste of lemon." I said, "No, they just smell of lemons. They don't have to taste of them."
That was the same girl who rocked on a chair and fell backwards and split her head open.
Oh, she not very much luck, did she?
Sophie Andrew Ladarkis.
She's a stunt woman now.
No, but she had a big, lovely name, didn't she? Sophie Andrew Ladarkis.
Yeah.
She didn't bring in China, I don't think, for the Christmas meal.
She must be stood on it on the way in.
Unlike me. Etch-a-Sketch. BG Bears mentioned Etch-a-Sketch. I'm going to come really forward now. Is it here I've got a scar?
Mm.
There on my eye. I have a scar on my eye. Right there. That's from Etch-a-Sketch. That was a boy at... no, I don't think he was a friend. I think one of Mum's mates. You know when mums have mates called aunties?
Yeah, you got to call them auntie. Auntie Valerie,
aunties.
Auntie Brenda.
Her son. And he had I had an Etch-a-Sketch. Oh, I can't remember. There was a battle over an Etch-a-Sketch. Ended up in my eye. Split my face open. Had to have stitches. So Etch-a-Sketches are dangerous.
Nicola says she had a son who had a peanut stuck up his nose.
Not Bray.
No,
T'other son.
Nuts get those nuts get everywhere, don't they?
Philip Venables has just appeared from an auction.
Huh?
Very glamorous. I hope you got something, Philip.
Something worth waiting for.
Was it a bit like Dickinson's Real Deal? Did you peek through perspex and then bid on something? Question has come in. Did the rubber come out of her nose when Sophie split her open? Two separate incidents. So, Sophie Androlidakis, I don't know what happened to her after the age of 11, but rubber up the nose, Junior 1, hospital. Split head open, just matron, Junior 2, Junior 3. And then, who knows?
Is she still with us?
She might not be with us.
Blew herself up?
She was clumsy. She didn't go to my secondary school. She might have gone to a private school.
Richard said he had a weeble thrown in his head. They were hard then. They were like bricks, weren't they? They were like pebbles. My sister once threw a fire engine at my head. Like a little sort of metal thing.
My mum got hit by a lamp by her sister. Like really bashed with a lamp.
It's like a table lamp.
Yeah. Cy Slimber got a pea stuck up his nose and Mrs. Young made him snort it out. Like, really push it out like that.
Anthony says he had a coconut flake stuck in his gum.
Oh, Anthony.
And it swelled up. The dentist had to remove it. A tiny little bit of flake. Ooh.
Oh, you've got to be careful with things.
No bounties for you, love.
Stuck in your
Romeo
gum flaps.
Romeo is from Aldi.
Mrs. Young was very old in a random turn of events, quite frankly.
I swallowed a penny once. We had to wait for it to come out the next day.
Anna Walsh, she's saying someone from a school, but she's being so broad about it that I wonder if it is Anna. She says someone from her school got a piece of Lego stuck in their ear pretending it was a telephone.
Wow.
Was it just one of them little tours?
The one bobble one. Did any of you get any cheap Lego, knockoff Lego, that wouldn't react to real Lego?
What was it called?
Logo.
Loggy.
My sister used to have stickle bricks.
Philip Venables, he's back with the auction chat. Just a load of tat. His partner's got an online shop.
Oh.
He says his soul has well and truly been sucked out of him tonight. Did you read Cindy McDuffie's?
Yeah, she opened her brother's head open with a Batman car on the foot in the 80s.
It was quite sharp, the Batman car.
Well, they were made of metal, weren't they? The fire engine did the same to mine.
I would have never known that by the end of our little unplugged session, we would be coming up with such ailments as
Christmas ailments.
This little sentence: when I was 7, a tiddlywink came out of my nose in the playground. It had been up there months. That's from Kath Wells.
Richard, I love Richard's name. Richard Bobbins Duffer says the knockoff Lego in Wilco's is called Blocks
with an X. And Ronnie Apperson got Duplo. Duplo was like baby Lego, wasn't it?
Yeah, about that big, so nobody could choke on it.
Yeah, dink, dink. Moz Quiff is reminded of Fuzzy Felts. I think Fuzzy Felts was safe, though. I don't think anyone could be injured by Fuzzy Felts.
Well, you can if you eat it.
I wouldn't imagine that would even harm you if you ate it.
Well, little kids eat anything these days. Anything that's like play food.
I had Playmobil. I've seen someone just mention Playmobil. Melanie Fairley. I had Playmobil. I had little Playmobil camper van, I think, that I loved.
I remember hear of a toy that was like a little oven. Did any of you get one of those when you were little?
Like an actual oven?
Yeah, it was run on batteries and you'd bake
You'd bake in it?
Yeah, it'd bake, and it'd take about 3 hours or 3 days to bake a little cake in it.
Oh my goodness. No, I've not heard of that before. Nicola, really sorry to hear of your loss there. Your mum died before Christmas.
Oh, that'd be awful.
Your mum died in January, didn't she?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
after.
A couple of weeks after New Year.
Ellen Meadows, my daughter put a bead up her nose and had it removed by general anaesthetic. Aljax Johnson remembers getting Mr. Pop. I guess that could be dangerous as well, because things would swing at you and flip at you.
Well, all the games now are sort of swingy, flippy things, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, honestly. Nonsense. I'm like Bridget Blockett so much, aren't I, at times?
One of the best games we've played recently is you know those sort of things you have at dentists where they make your mouth wide open.
And now you have to talk in it, in like that.
No. Well, somebody's brought that out as a game. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, we got it when we were in Broadstairs, didn't we?
And you got to describe things like you've got to describe like Kew Gardens with this mouth guard in. And
Chuck Trow says it's called the Easy Bake Oven.
That's it.
And over here, Martin Garten Spencer's reminds us of the a la carte kitchen. That wasn't electric. The a la carte kitchen was a big kitchen on wheels, if I remember rightly.
Yes.
And the girl in the advert makes Swiss roll and baked beans.
Yeah, it wakes her dad up.
And gives it to her dad, I think. Mosquiff, the Play-Doh hair salon thing, where you put Play-Doh in people and then the man would grow a big beard, I think. It would come out of him like plasticine.
And also you could press...
The woman you could put like a thing on and set her hair.
Yeah, and pull it apart and you'll like curls.
I've got to go for a little wee.
And then the problem with that though is when you used to sort of play with your Play-Doh, you always ended up mixing all your colours. So in the end all your Play-Doh just was brown. So everybody just had brown haircuts and brown beards. Mop Top Hair Shop. Yes, that's what it was called, I think. Neil Sandwell says his wife still wants a bus conductor's machine. Really? Like a little ticket machine, like on the buses, like Jack on the buses. Dawn Lovejoy in the YouTube room says clackers were lethal. God, I remember those girls having those the clackers, and especially if you did like the ninja stuff with it. Richard Bobbins Duffer says always needed a spare week or two to play Monopoly. Oh god, that was a game and a half, wasn't it, at Christmas?
Oh, you won't be surprised. I loved a bit of Monopoly.
Oh well, yeah, I bet you used to get Pall Mall, didn't you?
I used to love Monopoly.
You used to get
I
Pall
bet you
Mall.
used to just, with no tactics, just go for the browns.
I used to go to East Kent Road. You're the orange one.
I loved a bit of Monopoly. When I was older, I bought all 4 stations in Monopoly and set up a prostitution racket.
Did you?
Yeah, and people could pay for hookers.
And I bet your hookers won the Butte contest, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
Plasticine getting trodden in the carpet.
Melanie says, what is the point of Yahtzee? I just remember the advert where you used to go, Yahtzee!
I don't know. Do you remember Mastermind?
Oh, the little coloured pegs.
Let me see if I can find Mastermind. People must remember Mastermind, yeah?
I didn't get it, did you? I couldn't work it out.
Was it a bit like Battleships?
Did you need like a PhD to...
Let me see if I can find
to operate it.
I
remember one year me, my brother and my sister got presents off our auntie. She's not with us anymore. But I think my sister got some wonderful annuals. My brother got a great projector where he could project like Disney pictures on the wall. I got solitaire. He's trying to say something to me.
I can't find it. We took a picture of Mastermind. We recreated it, didn't we?
Yeah.
With that surly Asian lady and the weird old man sat at a table with the reflection. We took a photo. I'll find it and I'll share it.
It's on our Facebook.
On the page. It's on Facebook and Instagram somewhere. Alex Clark have just bought off eBay the Crossroads board game.
Oh no, did
Alex, I think I looked at that. Did you only buy it today or yesterday? I think I saw it and thought about getting it for this one.
There was also the George and Mildred game, which apparently was boring as hell. I don't know whether they've got the George and Mildred game.
Well, they were all games. Everyone had games coming out, didn't they?
Yeah.
I suppose they still do.
I remember we bought like from a I don't think they called pound shops back then, but a cheap shop, the EastEnders board game. They seemed to like.
Could you play like Lou Beale?
Oh yeah, you like Doc Cotton and stuff. It was a bit. They must have done a big run on them because they were so cheap. A bit like the Ready Steady Cook game. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, the Ready Steady Cook game was everywhere.
The Big Brother
one
game.
Year.
You get 50p.
Do you remember we got one year? We got from. Do you remember when you used to go out to pubs, and like a little kind of little Chinese Asian man might come in. I'm not being racist, but it was.
Cellulitis and stuff like that.
But and have DVDs and say buy DVD, and he'd sell DVDs and they were all knockoff. We got DVD like games. Do you remember from him of like Telly Addicts and Bullseye, these DVD games? And one New Year we played them with our friends. We took them round to theirs and said, "We'll bring games. It'll be fun." They were all awful, weren't they?
Yeah,
They
you
didn't
had
work and they
to
jumped.
with Bullseye. You had to use the TV remote and press like the play button to throw your dart, and it'd go. You'd head towards number 1, and it would just go off the board, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then when it asks you a question, it'd say something like, "Which Caribbean TV cook was famous for being on This Morning Britain?"
TVAM.
And it'd say like the real, and it'd go like Sugar. I'm like, what? It should be Rusty Lee. What's going on? Just give you the wrong answers, didn't it, to the questions?
Oh, lots of love for different games coming in. Space Hoppers, Cluedo. We were going to do a video of Clue. You know, the movie Clue, which is a takeoff of Cluedo. But you also want to just do the Cluedo characters
I wanted to do the
as well,
Cluedo.
didn't you?
I wanted to do the Miss Peacock and all that, but you wanted to do the film, didn't you?
Yeah, we might do both.
We clashed on that one.
I just wanted to do Clue, because Clue's like a cult film. I thought we'd get lots of people. Oh, Only Fools and Horses board game, Thomas has reminded us of. Alan watched all of the Only Fools and Horses a few years ago, didn't you?
I'd only seen a few of them when I was growing up. But there was a time I thought, I'm going to watch them all, and they were brilliant. They were really good.
DVD games, forgot those existed. Super Grand Top Trumps. Yeah, Top Trumps. Remember the Marvel Top Trumps? I always remember that. And if you had the Silver Surfer, you were bound to win.
Yeah, we remember. I think we had like Blankety Blank, didn't we? And these were these dodgy games we had.
Yeah, Blankety Blank. Telly Addicts we definitely had, and we had Bullseye where every question was
wrong answered.
The question was about Rusty Lee, and the answer was Sugar. Richard Bobbins Duffer says, "Do we remember the Cluedo series?" Now, yeah, I think June Whitfield was in it, wasn't she? And Biggins.
And Liz Smith. There's lots of
Didn't they mostly change cast every series?
Yeah. Joanna Lumley was in one, I think.
I used to do murder weekends, act at them. We've acted together in a murder weekend, haven't we?
Yeah, I can't remember what... Was I Dead Body something?
No, you weren't. We did it in London. Do you remember when Wendy was the detective and she was a bit rambling? I don't think you died. I wasn't the murderer. I was the murderer once in it. I was a chauffeur called Bentley Driver. And I was the murderer then. Yeah, we did. I did a lot of those murder weekends.
God, they went on for a bit, didn't they?
Yeah. And you could really distract people. We did one where it was a Hollywood Studios. We all did bad American accents, but my character didn't really have a good storyline. So I decided I'd have a yo-yo and I'd be sinister with it because I used to be able to do yo-yo tricks, and I'd make out that the yo-yo was the weapon.
The weapon.
Well, I kept wiping it and stuff.
Do some damage.
A lot of people thought that my character had killed the main woman with his yo-yo.
Marco Petrello says, when are we going to do another Keeping Up Appearances? Well, after the drama of the last one.
I don't know, that's the one video. It's gone, like, that one video has got us more hits and views than anything else, but it's also, because of that, it's got us so much, like, hate and trolls and negative attention, which is weird because it's such a gentle show.
But they're from people who think that Hyacinth Bouquet is a wonderful person that's trying to just improve her life. It's like, I think you've got the ring under the stick there, love.
But yeah, we could revisit it, I think. But I think because we've done all the characters, I don't know how we'd add anything new to it. Over here, we have that Rula Lenska was in the Cluedo series.
Yeah.
Shall I be the cat? It all goes back to CBB, you see.
Some of them are on YouTube.
Yeah, the Cluedos. The Cluedos are on YouTube.
And Neil says, you like to go to a looking annual at Christmas. I think you like it, yeah.
I was in looking. Oh, here we go, showing off again. I was in looking. I was in looking a couple of times, I think. I'll try and find it. It most probably in that bag I just showed you, saying that bag's got my childhood in it.
Jason said he had the Blockbusters board game. Did it have a gold run? Remember the gold run?
Oh, I loved it. Again, it won't come as a surprise to Alan.
You auditioned to be on it?
I was going to be on Blockbuster when I was in my A-levels. But I was going to be like solo. I've told you this before. So, you had 1 versus 2. I was going to be on my own. Didn't happen. I think I got something much bigger and better.
Charlie says that was, I think Hyacinth was the video that got us introduced to him. and he thought I was an old mate of his from Leeds.
Oh, wow.
Well, I did used to work in Leeds at the Brewery Wharf in Leeds as an actor.
Well, you went to college not far from Leeds.
In Wakefield. I used to work in Leeds at Tetley's.
Joy Westmore, we would know who Joy Westmore is. We don't need the parenthesis. Was in the Australian Cluedo. So Joy Westmore, of course, if you know who she is, you know who she is.
And we've got Thomas doing Chuckle Brothers impression. To you, to me, to you.
Cy Slimbo says he loved the I Still Have Faith in You ABBA video, and that's what brought him to us. Again, that attracted a lot of hate. Mad, isn't it?
But now I love it. I love winding people up. If people get wound up by me putting a wig on, I want to do all the more.
Someone once said, "You gays are trying to ruin ABBA." We thought, well, without gays, there wouldn't be an ABBA.
There'd be no ABBA without gays.
Let's have a look. Any others coming in? Lots of annual talk over here. Beano annual, Whizzer and Chips annual.
Oh yeah, I loved a good old Beano.
Annual, didn't
you?
You still love a little annual, didn't you? I missed if Mark and Alex, did you buy the Crossroads board game recently?
And how does it work?
No, you play. You're either Meg, Sandy, Jill, or someone else.
You can't be Amy Turtle.
You can't be Amy Turtle. We could doctor it so you were, and you play the game. You play.
Do you know what
Crossroads.
you could do? You could do Crossroads like Snakes and Ladders. So Amy Turtle works her way up to the top and then makes a silly mistake and goes all the way back down to cleaning.
Hello, Thomas's girlfriend Erin. Blue Peter annual. Yeah, that was. I would get that every year. I think the Blue Peter annual. You mentioned we wouldn't want that. It's boring to you.
I wanted cartoons.
Blue Peter manual's a bit like getting an encyclopedia.
I got a Tiswas annual once.
When I worked in the bookshop, we used to get annoyed with. Is it what are they called? Ura Willie, not Ura Willie. Sort of annoyed me, but who's the family? Giles annual used to annoy me.
It was like a Scottish family.
Yeah, it might be Ura Willie. I think it's called like the Brooms. And they all talk in like a Scottish dialect. Melanie might know what I'm talking about.
Oh, then Emma's made a good point. She said after a few years, you graduated onto the Viz annuals.
I love the Viz annuals. We still love the Bruins.
The Bruins, which I presume are the Browns, are they?
Yeah, and Joanne over here said it as well. The Bruins.
Martin says, "Am I going to audition to play the Emmy Turtle? I think I must be brewing it if they gave me the part."
Lots of shout outs. I feel a bit like Zoe Ball. We're going to say hi to Diane McFarlane. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Di.
Yeah, we bought it about 2 weeks ago. Oh, it's not the one that I saw then. I saw it recently.
They've also got On the Bus's board game. What?
Can we come to... Is that High Street? Can we come to your... Can we come over for Christmas or New Year? I know we've just been locked down, but a cheeky little cheese and wine party surely is allowed.
We'll bring our own Perspex screen.
Yeah, let's have a little play of those games. You can come to Scarborough or we'll come to you.
What games have we got? We don't have games like that though, do we?
No, we've just got
we've just got a big dressing up box.
We've got a dressing up room. That's game enough.
Yeah.
We are going to do, so guys, we're going to do a quiz between Boxing Day and New Year. So it's going to be an evening here with us. And our quizzes are always fun. Hopefully we'll have little famous faces popping in. We'll have interactive rounds, things like that. It'll be a really good laugh.
So we'll look at the dates. It's most probably going to be in between Christmas, or between Boxing Day and New Year's Eve, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Andrew Gunners just said he saw our faces completely light up when the mention of the On the Buses board game. Yeah, if you can get a snapshot of what happened when we heard the On the Buses game existed. Melanie Fairley says there's an On the Buses fruit machine. Love it. Would love that. Wow. Can you imagine?
I know there's a Coronation Street one.
Yeah. High Street, sod lockdown. Come down for a night of board games. Yeah, definitely. It's called High Street because when we were doing our Downton Abbey names and you took a bit of your primary school's name. Poor Mark's primary school was called High Street School.
High Street School.
So he had to just have the name High Street was in it.
Well, that was popular, that wasn't it, when we did that?
But I flipped them round. I can't remember your first name, but I think it was High Street Annie or something like that. And I said, well, that's a great sort of Dickensian name.
Yeah, there weren't many people downstairs there, I recall.
No, everyone wanted to be upstairs. Even if you had a name that suited downstairs,
My staffing levels downstairs was very low, which made it more hard work for me.
Jason Rigby and Jason Darcy have volunteered to be on the door for the board game night. We will need it. We've got to do it. We've got to do it all a bit Allegra, haven't we?
There's a good board game idea, Jason. Is Eurovision.
Yeah, is there a Eurovision board game? It would be great, actually.
Yeah.
We are.
Or the Cell Block H board game.
Let's create that. We'll make that and we'll make a fortune. Oh no, we've got to make probably Val Lehman until she goes.
Oh yeah,
she won't be happy. She'll have her claws in it, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Right, my lovelies, we should say goodnight because it's just gone 10 o'clock. So it's bedtime for a lot of us. As always, it's been really fun, and let's meet here again next week. So next
more
week,
festivities.
Yeah, we're not going to be talking about Christmas We're going to be like we've been doing for the last hour. We're going to be talking about Christmas. So like what you used to want to do at Christmas, what Christmas meals used to be like.
What presents you bought somebody that fell flat on their face, or what presents you got that you hated, or that type of affair.
That type of affair. So we will see you next Wednesday night. We're going to put a video out on Saturday, as always. Make sure you watch that and share it. Please share stuff.
And if you haven't already got the calendar...
Yeah, get it, please.
I know that post now is going to slow down a bit, so I know some people have got their calendars within 1 or 2 days. I think it might be a little bit longer now.
Yeah, I think we've got a box and a half left. We had 7 boxes at the start, so we have sold a lot.
We've sold a lot. We're a lot.
But we have still got some, so if anyone wants a calendar...
But if you're Europe or Americas, it might just be a little bit slow getting to you.
And the address is down there.
But,
theisolationcreations.com. Theisolationcreations.com. And of course you can tip us at that address that's just coming past my fingers now.
And then we're happy to sign any calendars or dedicate them to people or dedicate them to you. So just send us a little message and we'll do all that for you.
Good luck in your pantomime, Dale. Good luck watching your pantomime,
Break
Thomas.
a leg, Dale. Break a leg.
Thank you, everyone. We will say good night
and
sign off. I'll let me play those Christmas movies again as we say good night. Bye.
Christmas is just about my favorite time.
It's Christmas, Theo. It's the time of miracles, so be of good cheer.
This is Christmas, the season of perpetual hope.
And we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye.
What do you want for Christmas, Peter?
A machine gun.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
I feel it in my fingers.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Christmas is all around me, and so the feeling grows.
Look at this! There's a rule! I have to kiss this girl on the lips!
It's written in the wind, so where I go.
All I want for Christmas is you.
So if you really love Christmas, come
We got
on,
money.
let it snow.
And what did Santa bring you, honey? I've got presents.
Last year I got a sweater with a big bird knitted on it.
What are you wearing?
Oh, Mum made it. You can get beat up for wearing something like that.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
What day is it?
What day? What's Christmas Day?
Christmas Day. I haven't missed it.
Next year all our troubles will be out of sight.
I love you too.
Christmas is such a wonderful, beautiful time. It's a time for giving and being thankful for friends and family.
It isn't about the gifts or the contests or the fancy lights.
It means something different to everybody.
It's the one night of the year when we all act a little nicer, we smile a little easier, we share a little more. For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be. It's a miracle.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Did I forget something, big man?
God bless us.
Everyone.